Well, Paul Hodges, a very big welcome to Woking Football Club. First of all, I think it's important for people to know that you're very, very much a local lad, and according to Douse, you're very thrilled to be here.
Yeah, both correct. I only live 2 minutes from the stadium, and that was just one of the reasons why I was so thrilled to sort of get my chance down here and then to have taken it. I've been sort of a follower of Woking since I was 10. I moved here when I was 15 years ago. Went to a local school. I tried to sort of get my name in the hat for the ball boy thing sort of over the years. My sister comes to watch a lot with her son, my nephews. So yeah, it's a big move for me. I'm happy.
And you've been to on all the training sessions. You've been involved in all the friendlies. So again, Douse said he's been impressed with how much you've put yourself out to try and secure a contract, and you've managed it.
Yeah, there were a few teams that were interested, but for many reasons, like I've just mentioned, the size of the club, the distances from my house, everything, more the size of the club than anything. It was something that I wanted to pursue, and I wanted to put those other clubs that were interested in me in the background, because this was my sole focus. So I'd made sure I turned up to each training session. I made sure that when Douse was signing all these other brilliant players, particularly forward, that it wasn't stopping my game or affecting me mentally. I wanted to keep turning up and trying to do what I can do, which is get on the ball, attack at players, create chances, score goals, work hard back, work hard forward. And I think I've done that in most of the games we've played against the clubs that we've faced. So it's gone well, and I'm glad that it's been received well by Douse and obviously some of the fans, which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. You've described some of your attributes as a player there. What sort of position do you play ideally? Number 10 or?
Yeah, it's a funny one because we had to put it on the sheet. So I remember my first trial session, we had to put it on the sheet, like name, phone number and where you play. And when it got to where I played, that was a bit of a difficult one because I like to play number 10. I like to get on the half turn, sort of in between the two lines of the defence and the midfield, and then drive forward. But then also against another opposition, I could prefer out on the wing and be able to cut in onto my left foot and cross the ball in, or have a shot at goal and create chances like that. So I'd say a wing or a 10 position is where I prefer.
Right. You rightly say that a number of supporters have been pleased with what you've achieved so far. I count myself among that number because I am a supporter primarily, and you seem to bring a terrific energy to a game. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, I try to do that. I like to see myself as quite a positive person, and my dad has always said to, sort of play your own game and never sort of like change it, unless you're directly told by a manager. But if on a pitch, my first thought is, and it always has been since I was little, just to sort of get a defender, because I think if you're doing that 5 or 6 times, say you get tackled 3, bet your bottom dollar the other 2 or 3 times you'll be able to get in and create a chance, and then it's goals that win games. So I much prefer, bringing energy, bringing positivity to the team, and hopefully I can get a good run of games, in the first 11, show what I can do. That's the aim.
Right. Okay, tell us a little bit about your football history, if you like. Who have you played for? Where have you been? How did you get to here?
How did I get here? Well, I played for Reading in the same team as John Goddard, actually, when I was... he's over there, yeah. When I was about 13, 14, he went on to obviously brilliant things here and elsewhere. But I got released from Reading when I was about 14, and then I stopped playing football for a year after that because, as anyone knows that's been involved in academy football, when you get released at such a young age, it can sort of dent a bit of confidence, especially when you're that young. After a year of not playing football, I just played for my local side for Byfleet, and then I went to university and studied English and journalism there. Didn't really take football that seriously, if I was honest. I was just telling Douse about it. I didn't really take football seriously when I was 20, 21. And then I got back into it when I started playing for Abbey Rangers. A mate of mine played there, told me to just come down, see how I fitted in and everything. And it went really well. I scored sort of 30 goals, I think, in my first 2 seasons there. And then Whitney came knocking, and they were brilliant. I thank everybody down there for such a fantastic season last year. And it seems that those 30-odd goals and performances and my energy got me a chance down here. And I knew Kelvin Ray from when I was at Abbey Rangers as an 11-year-old. And luckily he said, I've been following you. I like you. You're definitely worth a trial. And that's how I got here.
All right. And you've mentioned you went to university. And one of my standard questions is, do you do anything else outside football? And you definitely do. Tell us about your career.
I do, yeah. I'm a secondary school teacher. I'm a secondary school teacher of English in Sunbury. I've been doing that for 3 or 4 years. I enjoy it. I can balance football with it. I can balance other hobbies. I'm a big musician. I like my music. I like to play the guitar, things like that. But I think it's really important to have loads of other sort of hobbies other than just football. Football's a great release from work when it's part-time, like it is for me this season and has been recently. And music provides that as well, and I enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I do, and hopefully I can bring Woking Football Club into my life and make sure that it all works out, and yeah, fingers crossed it does.
Brilliant. Thanks ever so much for your time this morning. Let's just hope that all the Woking supporters get ample opportunity to enjoy what you do as well, but in terms of on the football pitch, obviously.
Likewise.
All the very best.
Thank you.